guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to jump straight into meal prep today. It is a Sunday. Normally I try to start my videos a little bit early, but the kids just left. We've had them all weekend. We are a little exhausted and ready to relax a little bit, but I do need to do my meal prep. I thought about not meal prepping this weekend and like doing the Trader Joe's thing and just getting easy meals, but then I'm never happy with that. But I also get tired of meal prepping, so I'm just gonna suck it up and, you know, do my meal prep like I need to. So for today's meal prep, I am trying 2 new meals. One of them's really not that different. One of them is just gonna be some baked teriyaki chicken breast. I'm gonna just put that on a sheet pan, bake it in the oven. I did find a recipe on TikTok. They like made their own teriyaki sauce, but I did not want to fool with that. Like I said, I didn't want to meal prep anyway, so we just got regular teriyaki sauce off the shelf. I don't even know what Charlie got. He actually went to the grocery store yesterday while I was getting ready because the kids were on their way here and then everybody got here at the same time. I was thinking I could film a little bit of the grocery haul and intro the vlog, but no, did not happen. So we've got teriyaki chicken, and then I'm just gonna make some rice to go with that. Is that right? Yeah, teriyaki chicken, rice, and then some steamed broccoli. So that's gonna be one meal. And then the other meal is gonna be one that I found on TikTok. It is a like zucchini casserole and it has quinoa in it. So I'm curious to see how this one will be. It's gonna have ground beef. It's almost gonna be a little bit like a lazy lasagna maybe. I did add bell peppers to it that was not in the original recipe because I'm pretty sure this probably calls for onion. So I usually try to substitute those out. So Charlie sliced up like 4 zucchinis for me, diced up the 3 bell peppers, all of that stuff. We're gonna mix it up. I need to see if I need to make my quinoa first because I need to make quinoa and rice, and I'm planning on doing both of those in the rice cooker. So that will probably take longer than really prepping the rest of the meals. So I may try to get my quinoa ready and have that cooking while we're making the chicken to put in the oven and the other stuff. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it. Both meals need to cook in the oven. So I need to think about my little process here because I want to be as efficient as possible because the kids just left. I don't really want to be cooking for more than, I don't know, if I could do it in under an hour, that'd be fabulous. That's not going to happen. It's probably going to take at least 2. It's a beautiful sunny day out there. We tried to have a full pool day yesterday. It did end up raining around 2 o'clock, and then it kind of stormed for 30 to 45 minutes. Then it got sunny again, but we'd already came in, so we were like, forget it. I was really wanting like a full pool day yesterday. I wish that I could have a day to where it doesn't rain. So we'll just see what it looks like today. Last week I kind of took a break and went out there, but I still need to start my laundry and all of that stuff. I'm kind of washing like the blankets and stuff that I keep on the couch since the kids just left. We need to do like a quick little clean up, like vacuum the floor and stuff. So I'm gonna kind of get organized. I just wanted to get on here and intro this vlog, meal prep, whatever it ends up to be, because I haven't done that yet. Yeah, so let me get everything together and we will get to cooking one of these meals. I haven't even eaten breakfast or lunch or anything yet either. I just realized like I'm feeling a little bit hungry, so I may have to get me something to eat, but I'll be back when I get ready to cook. All right guys, we're ready to get started on the sheet pan teriyaki chicken, and this is the teriyaki sauce that Charlie got, the PF Chang's. And sorry if you hear the air fryer going in the back. I decided to make myself a little Lean Cuisine quesadilla that I found in the freezer, so I thought that would just be enough to tide me over, and then I can kind of have one of my meals as an early dinner, which is one thing that I like to do. So let me tilt y'all down and we will get this chicken on the sheet pan and get it in the oven. I'm probably gonna let it bake for like 45 minutes. Every recipe that I see, people say, oh, just bake this for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that. I need my chicken done. So, and luckily Charlie has cut these into like thin pieces of chicken and they're a little bit smaller. So I'm happy about that. So let me tilt y'all down. Okay, hopefully y'all can see right there. So I have 6 like chicken cutlets. I think it's 3 chicken breasts that Charlie sliced in half. And we're going to put those over here on the sheet pan, which I got a big pan out because I was thinking they were going to be the huge chicken breasts, but these he's made smaller. So I'm going to just spray with my olive oil spray. And then I'm just going to line my chicken breast up. That one's a little bit bigger. And if you wanted to use like fresh broccoli, then you could like cook the chicken on one side and the broccoli on the other. I'm just doing some steamed broccoli because I'm lazy today, so we are just using the easy button, and we're going to literally just top these with some of this teriyaki and maybe brush it on there. I'll probably do both sides. But I'm definitely going to make sure that I save some of the teriyaki because I love, like if I eat Asian food and get like teriyaki chicken or something, then I love to have the extra teriyaki. I will put some in like a little cup. That way I can pour it on my rice and eat it all together, just with that extra teriyaki. So I'm not going to put too much on it when I bake it. So I'm just going to brush the teriyaki sauce on here. And then I'm just going to flip them over. I guess I can bring y'all closer. I'm not paying attention to the camera. I'm going to flip them over and do the same thing to the other side. And you can season those however you want. I just wanted to keep it simple this week, so I literally just did salt and pepper. I'm wanting like a sweeter meal. I should have put some of that all-purpose seasoning on there though. Whoops. Okay. I want to make sure that I have enough saved so that we can each have a little container of teriyaki during the week with our meal. I actually may just go ahead and put it in the containers so that it will be ready. Sometimes that's kind of fun. I've got some little containers that I got at the Dollar Tree, and they're great for little sauces like that. Okay, that's literally all I'm going to do to the chicken. I have my rice going in the rice cooker. So I'm going to throw this in. I have my oven preheated to 375. I'm going to cook for like 20 minutes and then flip it and then do another 20 minutes and see if they're done since they're not that big. But it might end up staying in there longer than 40 minutes. We'll see. I'll let you know. Alrighty guys, here's halfway through, which this is kind of what I thought would happen to the teriyaki sauce. It kind of runs around everywhere and isn't even still on the chicken. That's why I wanted to make sure that I saved enough to make us little cups to put in the containers. And I think my rice is complete, so I'm going to get that in the bowl, steam the broccoli and everything, and then I'll be back to show y'all the completed little bowls. But back in the oven, it's gonna go for at least another 20 minutes, maybe even more. I need the chicken to be crispy like this teriyaki sauce is. So we'll see. Alrighty guys, I have the chicken teriyaki, the rice, and the broccoli all done, and I have it plated up here, and then in these little containers I have some of the extra teriyaki sauce. I just decided to go ahead and put it in the containers. That way we didn't like overuse one night and not have enough, and I'm glad that I did it because I barely had enough to like space out between all 6 of them. So anyway, these look good. The chicken breasts look nice and crispy like I like it. So meal number 1 is complete. I'm going to get these in the fridge and we're going to get set up for meal number 2. So I'm getting ready to start on the quinoa casserole. This is a recipe from Nicole Addison off of TikTok. It's pretty easy. It's just going to be some ground beef, zucchini. I'm substituting bell pepper instead of onion, and some quinoa, which I did put the quinoa in the rice cooker to cook, so that is already going. So we're going to brown up the ground beef, and then we're just going to kind of mix everything together and put it in a casserole dish and bake it in the oven for, does it say how long? It does not, probably like 30 minutes or something, which is kind of typical. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing. Let me get all of my stuff and we will get started on this ground beef. So I have a pound of ground beef in here. We're going to go ahead and season this up some with some salt and pepper. So salt, pepper. I'm going to go ahead and add some garlic powder and then some oregano and Italian seasoning. And then we're going to add some more seasonings once we mix it together in the bowl. So I'm going to cook this ground beef about halfway, and then we're going to go ahead and put the bell pepper in so that it can cook with the ground beef. The recipe actually calls for a cup of diced onion. Okay, that's getting mostly cooked through. We're going to go ahead and add in our bell pepper. I actually have 3 bell peppers. Y'all know how we love bell pepper. And we're just going to finish cooking the ground beef until it's completely cooked and the peppers are softened up. Then we will take it off and we're going to mix everything up and put it in a casserole dish. Okay, so I will be back once I'm ready to mix everything and put it in the casserole dish. One other thing that I realized that the girl in the TikTok video did was kind of saute the zucchini a little bit. So I'm going to do that just for a couple of minutes just so that it's not completely raw while I'm waiting on the quinoa to finish cooking. And then we will be ready to mix everything together and get in the casserole dish We're gonna bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes. Alrighty friends, we are ready to go ahead and assemble. I'm gonna put my ground beef and bell pepper mixture in. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the zucchini in so that they don't burn. This skillet gets really hot, so I just cooked those literally for like 3 or 4 minutes. And then I have a cup of dry quinoa that I cooked here, so I'm gonna put that in, and then we're gonna do our seasonings. And we have some cottage cheese we're gonna put in here as well. Let me get all this in. It's kind of hot. Hold on one moment. All right, look how full that bowl is, y'all. This is gonna be a good, healthy meal, I believe. It is just packed with so many vegetables. The lean ground beef. We're gonna put a little bit of garlic in to mix that in as well. And I am going to use the Rao's sauce, but you can also use tomato sauce, and this could actually be a 0-point meal except for the quinoa. So the only thing in here that should count the points is the quinoa, which is going to be about 4 points per serving, plus a point or 2 for the pasta sauce that I'm going to use. But we need about a cup of cottage cheese. I'm going to use my fat-free cottage cheese. I'm just going to do like half of this container. I personally love cottage cheese. The recipe calls for like 2 cups of tomato sauce. This is 24 ounces of the Rao's, however you say that, arrabbiata or whatever. I know I butchered that. So I'm going to put most of this in. Actually, I may just go ahead and do the whole thing because I don't want to waste it, and I know that I won't use it. And this is a lot of food, so I feel like it needs it. Then we're going to season up and mix. So we're going to do some more salt and pepper. And then we're going to do some more of the garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and oregano. This is going to make me sneeze. Some oregano and some Italian seasoning. Oh, the other thing that would be points in here too is going to be the mozzarella cheese, which I am going to use regular, but if you use fat-free, then it wouldn't add very much. So I'm just going to give this a good mix. I think I have everything in here now. I've never made anything like this with the quinoa. Like Charlie went to the store for me yesterday and he texted and was like, don't we need pasta for that dish? And I was like, nope. And I had just enough quinoa left from the last time I had made it, so I was happy to finish that off. So I'm just going to mix this really good, and then I have a casserole dish here that I've just sprayed with some Pam olive oil spray. We're going to put it in, top it with some mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan cheese, and bake it. Okay, I have it all mixed up. Let's see if I can get it in this casserole dish without spilling it all over the counter. Alright, I didn't do too bad. I'm going to just kind of spread it around. Look how much food this is. And the recipe actually called for 6 zucchini, but I just did 4. And then I did 3 bell peppers. Okay, so we're going to go in with about a cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. And then we're going to do some shredded Parmesan cheese. I'm probably just going to use what's left in this container. And it's ready to go in the oven. It shouldn't take long, 20 to 30 minutes at the most, and then it will be done. I will probably show it completed to you in this casserole dish instead of plating it up and showing you, because it probably won't look good once I plate it up. We'll see. But in the oven it's going for, I have it on 375. You can probably do 350 to 375, and we'll be right back. Here is the quinoa casserole. This thing actually smells delicious. It literally smells like a lasagna, so super excited to try it. I'm going to plate it up. Not sure if I will show it to you, but I might. We'll see. Let me plate this up, and then we will be done with meal prep. Alrighty, here they are all plated up. Luckily, Mr. Charlie plated it up for me. This is actually a lot of food, and I think this is a really healthy meal, a nice little alternative to traditional lasagna. So I'll be curious to see how this tastes this week. This is probably what we'll have for dinner tonight, so I'll try to come back later and give an update. Alrighty guys, that is going to wrap up meal prep for the day. I'm going to probably veg and just finish up my laundry. We are tired after having those kids. It's amazing how keeping them for 24 hours will literally just wipe us out. But yeah, I need to do some work on the computer, so I'm just gonna chill on the couch, do my thing, and I will come back later and we will try this meal tonight and give our little review on it, because I've never made anything like this. As I was plating, well, as Charlie was plating it up into these glass containers, it crossed my mind that I could have actually just put the mixture into each one of these glass containers and then not have to transfer it from the big casserole dish into these little ones, because I do use these little containers to put those other meals into. So the light bulb went off after we baked it. But you know, I was just kind of following the recipe and using the casserole dish like she did. So anyway, I will chat with you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, so it is Tuesday evening and I just got home and Charlie's like, let me show you my haul.
Hey guys.
He went to Marshall's by himself when he got off work, and I guess you went shopping for vacation?
Yeah.
Kind of? Yeah. So he just needed some new stuff, and yeah, he started to show me the haul. I was like, hold on. You're going to do a haul for YouTube. So let me set the camera up, and then Charlie will show you his stuff. All right, guys, I'm handing it over to Charlie.
Okay guys, I got this new shirt.
So you got this black shirt, and was everything on sale that you got?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he got that. It was marked down to $10. And this is a Kenneth Cole shirt.
Nautica.
A Nautica shirt. What was the price of this one? Okay, so it was marked down to $13. He's learning how to be on a budget like me, y'all.
These shorts. These
Yes,
are, forgot the brand on these.
Is that Velocity or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he got these gray shorts, and these were also marked down to $8. That's a pretty good deal. Good job.
O'Neill.
Just a pair of khaki shorts. Well, they're not really khaki. They kind of have like a little stripe on them, if you can see that. And these actually, I like these because they're kind of soft. I'm not really like a fan of like really stiff like khaki shorts or anything.
Quicksilver black.
And then a pair of black shorts as well. And these were $13, and those beige ones were only $10.
Got a Perry Ellis belt. Two-sided.
Oh, a belt. So brown on one side, black on the other. You need to stand in frame.
Brand new pair of dudes.
So he got a pair of Hey Dudes. And were these on sale, or this was probably the most expensive thing you bought?
Yeah, it's most expensive. It's like $34.
All right, good job. You know, one other thing that you need to probably pick up maybe is like another pair of like swim trunks or something. You haven't had any new ones in a while. But I think Charlie did a great job. What do y'all think of Charlie's haul? Let me know down in the comments. Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here and close out this week's meal prep. Not too much of a vlog in there. It's been a really busy week at work, not getting home until late. All of that stuff. But how cute was Charlie's little Marshall's haul that he did? He was so proud of himself for going to Marshall's. When I walked in the door and saw his little, well, when I walked in the door, he said, come here, let me show you my haul. I wasn't expecting like a clothing haul. I thought that maybe he had painted the hallway or something upstairs, because we've been doing all of that work. And I kind of thought to myself, he's already painted the hallway. But I was just like, okay, and I walked in and he like pulls that Marshall's bag. He had it sitting on the counter waiting, ready to show it to me. And so he did, and I was like, wait a minute, you have to do it for the vlog. So I haven't watched back the footage yet. I will, and hopefully it turns out cute, because, you know, it's his very first haul that he has ever done. So I think it made him a little bit nervous, but he like saved it instead of just putting everything up so that he could show me what he got. And I had no idea that he even went shopping. He gets off work so much earlier than I do. I mean, he's off by like 3:30, and you know, I guess that he had it on his mind to go and get some new clothes. I think that some of his shorts and stuff are too tight, the ones that he's still got left over from the past couple of years, and maybe he wanted to move up a size. So anyway, I just thought that it was super adorable that he did a little Marshall's haul, and I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I myself have not done any shopping this week because it's just been so busy, and the last week of the month and the first week of the month are always my busiest. And then in just a couple of weeks, we will be getting ready to go to Florida. I've been trying to think how I'm going to structure my videos over the next few weeks. I don't know. we'll see as I get closer to time, because the weekend before we go to Florida, I'm pretty sure that I will not meal prep, or if I do, it's going to be something very simple and something that I've probably done a million times before. One thing, I don't want to have like leftover food in the house that's going to go bad, so I will buy very limited produce and stuff like that. Not that I really overbuy on that stuff anyway, but sometimes we do have like leftover lettuce and other things. So anyway, we will see as it gets closer to time kind of how that plays out. I am going to have a lot of cash budgeting videos this month because it is a magic month, which if you don't know what a magic month is, it means that I'm going to get paid 3 times because I get paid bi-weekly. So there's only 2 months out of each year that I will get 3 paychecks. And Charlie, he gets paid weekly, so he will get 5 paychecks. So that's super nice, especially happening on the month that we're going on vacation. So I'm not mad about that. I'm looking forward to it. But I will have to kind of be a little bit strategic on my cash budgeting videos and how I do those. I'm super excited to go to Florida. I'm hoping that the weather's going to be good, and I'm hoping that the ocean is not full of all of this, what's it called? Seaweed. I'm hoping that the ocean is not full of a bunch of seaweed, because our friends that live down there that we, borrow their condo, they posted a video and there was tons of seaweed. And I'm not talking about like the soft kind. I'm talking about this rough, it's like sticks. Whenever we could not use the ocean one year, and that's my favorite thing to do. I go down there because I want to be laying on the beach. I want to be under an umbrella, laying out in the sun, taking a nap on the beach all day, every day. That's literally what we do. We may have one shopping day whenever we go down there. We'll go out to dinner every night, but during the day, we pretty much get up. We have a lazy morning. We eat breakfast in the condo. We will pack up our lunch and take that with us down to the beach, and we pretty much stay until we either wake up from our nap, it starts raining on us, or we're just burnt, tired, or whatever, and ready to come in. Usually it ends up raining and raining us out. So, and that's fine. That's kind of the way it is in South Florida. It's going to come up that rain, and then we're going to know it's time to head in for the night. That's the perfect time to go in, get our shower, get ready, and then by the time that we do that, it's close to dinner time. And yeah, so that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. I have all of that stuff on my mind, and month end coming up at work and all of that stuff. But I'm not going to chat your ear off as usual, mostly because it's harder for me to vlog in the evenings whenever I get off work, because I've already used pretty much all of my energy for the whole day at this point. So your girl is kind of tapped out on conversations, especially whenever I've had a day at work and just have to talk to everybody and all of that stuff. Y'all know how it is. You know how it is. But I love you guys, and if you make it all the way to the end of the video, leave me this emoji right here down in the comments. Leave me a comment. I love to chat with y'all, and I will see you all in the next video. So y'all take care. See y'all.